2 minutes until showtime.
Just want to make sure that it's on. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're getting started. I'm going to try something new. I'm not going to use the what do you call it? Headphones. I'm going to see how all this goes. Because I think we could be good with it.
One minute until showtime.
Getting ready for the first angel card reading. And then we've got a lucky winner, Linda Zanzarni. Zarani. I hope you guys can hear me. Shout out if you can hear me.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
People are always saying, you'll never make it.
Don't listen to them.
You feel weak and have lost all your courage.
Be brave. Be bold.
Guess what? It all ends right now. Welcome to Just Rita, a show that empowers women all over the world to be the best version of themselves. No matter where you come from, that will not dictate who you will be in life. Join your host, Rita Doman, right now and learn that you can have it all because you know you are worthy of all those goodies in life and want to make your life shine. It's just in time. It's just for you. It's just that simple. It's Just Rita. Now, here is your host of the Just Rita radio show, Rita Doman.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter where you are in the world, I want to welcome you in to the Just Rita Real Talk live radio show with live blog talk radio at www.justritarealtalk.com. Oh my gosh, you guys, it has been forever and a day. I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks have been crazy. So you're listening to, I'm Rita Doman. You're listening to Just Rita Real Talk. I am with my own company, right? So I am starting to talk about myself more and advertise myself more. So it's been something. So I do my radio show on Blog Talk Radio Live or liveblogtalkradio.com. And you can search me there at Just Rita Real Talk. Just Rita Real Talk. So you can share that. You can follow me there so you'll always know what's going on. Also, you can follow me on JustRitaRealTalk.com, Just Rita Real Talk on Facebook, as well as Rita Doman. So I use both the Facebook business page and my personal page so that I can reach as many people as possible. And if you could do me a favor and share this Facebook Live. I like to use Facebook Live at the same time, so that way people can see what's going on. You're a part of the show, so to speak. And so people will be able to, put in their questions, do whatever it is that they need to do. And I will communicate back and forth on Facebook Live as well as what's going on. You could always call in at, let me give it to you, to be a part of the show at 347-989-8086. Again, it's 347-989-8086. I'm going to write that down and I'll put it on Facebook Live as well if my pen will work. So I don't have a guest today. I'm my own guest. So we have got like so many things to talk about, so many things to do. And also we are going to be doing a Facebook Live angel card reading because we had somebody win. There were 23 people who liked, commented, shared my pages. And so I put all the little pieces of paper, I folded them up in a little square, and then I put them in a hat, bunched them around, and Linda S. came out, which I've tagged her in, so that way she can get her reading. But we're going to be doing that on live on the show at 8 o'clock, at top of the hour of 8 o'clock. So that's going to be exciting. I've got different decks of cards that I use. So it's a lot of fun. It's something that I'm really starting to expand on, especially where I do angel parties. So I will go into people's homes and I charge $25 per reading, and it's for like 20 to 30 minutes. And I do a really good reading for you. And so people love it when I come out and what I do because they're positive readings. People cannot believe that I can hone in on things that they didn't know that could, I would figure out, but the cards never lie. And so the cards and the angels are the ones who really give me the information, and then I am able to put that forward. So it's really exciting what happens. But first and foremost, oh my God, it's been 2 weeks and a day, right? We have been dealing, I'm in the Midwest, so it's like I have listeners all over, even overseas, which is pretty cool. That's why I do that. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because I have no idea who's listening at one time. And because I do have listeners that are overseas, which I think is awesome. But it's really cool when you're able to do stuff like this and they get to see and hear all that kind of stuff. But we in the Midwest, you know how we've had all the rain and it's been crazy. So my subdivision has flooded. And so a lot of people who are on the river or on a channel, the river got up really high. And that's something where this year, 2013 was bad, but 2017 was the worst. And so I've got my doggy in here too. So I've got somebody coming to fix my water heater. So if you hear a lot of barking or I have to quickly step out, that's what's going to happen because I got to get the door, or hopefully he can just go down and right to the space. I left a note and hopefully we can do that. But yeah, it's like I've got a fun-filled, packed evening for sure. And one of the things that we're going to talk about is community. You know, there's so many things that go on in our world on a day-to-day basis that we really don't pay attention to what is going on in our surroundings. A lot of time, people are dealing with like a lot of anger, a lot of fighting, a lot of division. Because of who I am and what I create in my own little world, I don't really have that stuff, so I don't always see it. But I know a lot of it's out there, and I work with people who don't really, they kind of see it depending on where they're at, but they too are on a different journey to help people do something different with their life. So that's something that we're going to be talking about, community. Like, how does it start? Why isn't it there? How come people are different? And, you know, why people just want to deal with their own stuff, all those different things, right? But when you have a tragedy, then that's when community comes in. And that's something that we're going to be talking about as well. And then, of course, Linda, she gets her reading. So I will still do the angel cards at the beginning, but then I will do an extensive reading for her later. So I use my angel cards as well as my Ascended Masters. And these are cool. These are crystal cards. So these are the cards that let you know like what kind of crystals you should have, that kind of thing, how it can help you, become more powerful, achieve what you need to achieve, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a fun day. One of the things that I did this week was I was on the show in Harvard, Illinois. It's 2 bald guys and a microphone, which was a lot of fun. Their show is on Monday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's a 3-hour show, and it was absolutely fun. We talked about hoarding in your mind, hoarding knowledge, hoarding things, right? So that really was an awesome conversation that we had, and it really was amazing. I think my guy is here for to fix my water heater. There's nothing worse when you've got you wake up and there's cold water, or you've got lukewarm water. So it does the trick somewhat, and then there you go. But here's the thing. 2 bald guys and a microphone. Hold on, you guys. I don't want this dog going like crazy. 2 bald guys and a microphone. So what they do is they talk about empowering conversations. So you can always find them on Facebook. You can look them up. 2 bald guys, TWO, bald guys and a microphone. And they also do podcasts. They're at Podbean. And you can always look it up at 2 bald guys and a microphone. And I have to tell you, it was a lot of fun. The 3 hours went by like that. Of course, I always have something to say, right? And he had other guests that were on the show. Damon, he was awesome. He was somebody who does a lot of coaching as well. We kind of do the same work. Actually, all of us do. But when you have different perspectives, you're doing different things in, this world. There's so many people who are trying to do good things so that you can literally live an extraordinary life. There are too many times where people stay stuck, or they don't feel like they have any outlets, or they don't have people around them who really care. And that's not the case. You just got to get out there and find them. But yeah, 2 guys and a microphone. That was amazing. Hey, Tiffany. Oh my gosh. My little friend. Tiffany, that's somebody else who is awesome. Tiffany was on the show a few weeks back, and she does the Young Living Oils. Tiffany is amazing. So with my community, I'm the president of our association, and so I was literally manning everything, trying to do the best that I could do with my husband, and we were trying to really make things work with the community. With there's Riverside Drive and Russet Road were underwater. I mean, we literally could not even drive through the neighborhood. But all of that water has gone through septic, and the septic has seeped through, so it's terrible. The mosquitoes, it's like you can't even listen to a quiet night because all you hear are buzzing. And so Tiffany and her crew, they literally stayed up and they made mosquito bug spray from the Young Living Oils. Like, they literally use their own oils. They use their own products. Love Young Living Oils. It was not a cheap thing for them to do. And they made itch stick, so that you can put it on your itches from the mosquito bites, as well as lip balm. And I can't remember, Tiffany, how many packages you made? It was I think it was like 167 packages or something like that. And so she gave me a bunch for my community, for all the people who are right on the water. And I was able to distribute them to all of them. And they were out of their mind. 130 packages. Okay. They were out of their mind. They could not believe what I was passing off to them. And they couldn't believe that somebody would just do something like that for them. In fact, other people were like, hey, wait, I want one. And I'm like, well, I can get you connected, but this is literally for people who are on the water. But those people were, I know, I'm ready to tear up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not kidding you. It was amazing. Whenever I talk about the generosity that came around for our neighborhood, I can't even tell you. We had Red Cross was here at my house the other day, and they literally dropped off bins upon bins upon bins. There were like 21 bins, completed bins, filled with a lot of stuff. CLR, bleach, Tiffany, don't listen. There was masks, because you can't even be in my neighborhood really without having masks, especially if you're highly allergic to mold, which I am. So when I go outside now, I literally have to wear a mask so I'm not sneezing and coughing and having a lot of problems. Rakes, shovels, gloves, like the things that were there, it was just unbelievable. Food, water. The Red Cross was unreal. They've came to us across the United States. Some were from Hawaii. Some were from, I think they said Alaska. The people who were with me the other day was from South Carolina and Florida. Could not believe the generosity and how they came together and are helping all these people. We've got things going on tomorrow and Saturday with Mark, which is multiple resources who are helping flood victims. There's another group with, I can't remember the name of it, and I should, but they're going to be at our Home Depot in our town in McHenry. And it's amazing because you live your life, right? We're just doing our things all the time. And I'm telling you, this has just been such a tragedy and such an extraordinary experience at the same time. And they are just giving free cleaning products away so that people can start to clean. And they're giving them help. They're giving them resources, how to get rid of the stuff that's been damaged, because you can't keep it anymore, because literally, it's been over 14 days since we've been underwater. And I even notice our trees, like our grass, everything is dying now that it's receding. And even this stuff where the water is deep, it's just disgusting. I could just see my plants and my trees are all dying. But the generosity, we're just in the Midwest, a little blip, and you don't think that people can extend and reach to us. Like, we're not one of those, like Louisiana, we're not a big state, or, we didn't have a hurricane, but it's just unbelievable how many people came together. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about community today. So we're going to get to that too. But, so that, yeah, I did that. I've been doing that the last few weeks. There's even houses who have not been on the water, who are not on the water, but the water needs somewhere to go, and it's coming up through their basements. They're still pumping out. So I had to drop off kits and stuff too for people, so that way they can get that done and cleaned up and not have to deal with it. But to have so many things and be people caring, that part I love. Like, we're not alone. And what's sad is that we always have to have like some sort of tragedy to come about in order for things to happen. That's the hardest part, right? Is that, why does there have to be a tragedy for community to take place? And it didn't matter what race you were, what color, what religion, what sexual preference, male, female, transgender. Nobody cares about that. It's literally people helping people. So these last few weeks have been extremely difficult and very hard, but they have been absolutely amazing in a sense that people were literally taking care of each other. And that's the part, that's amazing. Yes, Tiffany, it's almost cleansing time. It's almost cleansing time. The water is still pretty high, but it's just terrible. It's just terrible. So what else have I been up to? I think that's really about it. What else could there possibly be when you're dealing with this flood stuff that just won't go away and the rains keep coming, but at least it's still receding, and that's the best part of it all. So it really has been unbelievable, and that's for sure. Oh my gosh. So I can't even say any more about that. And that's the biggest thing, is that I have been moved to tears in such an amazing, inspirational way. I'm just forever grateful for everybody. My community came together, which I'll share later. And that's the stuff where I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So there that is, right? You are listening to Rita Doman at JustRitaRealTalk.com or live blog talk radio.com. So right now we are going to get ready to do our angel card reading. So let's see how all that is going to work out for us, shall we? Oh my gosh, I totally love that. I finally figured out how to make that sound. So it kind of like gets us ready for the next part. And it like puts you into a Zen moment. So 4 cards got pulled out today. So it's going to be exciting. So let's see what the cards say. Let's start with the first one, right? The first one, oh my gosh, is miracles. So right now there are miracles going on all around us. And you have to open your eyes, look around, open your eyes, open your mind. Miracles are happening all the time. I was just talking to a friend the other day, and she said, if you don't see 3 miracles in a day, you're not looking. So if you're missing miracles, miracles happen all the time. And miracles don't always have to be great big stuff. They can be little stuff. Everything's packaged up differently. So you want to start looking out for all the miracles that's going on in your life. If you are down and out, or you feel like nobody cares, or you feel like, you're at the end of your rope, look around with the miracles. Look around with what's going on with you. One of the biggest things, like I said, is, being a part of my association and having to go through this. I saw miracles every single day. Every single day. We even had a gentleman and his wife, Bruce and Sue Preston, come to our subdivision where they were able to get gigantic sump pumps out. And they were giving them to people so that people can pump out their stuff. And thank goodness, like in our subdivision, people were like on top of it. They could deal with it, and they were getting it where they didn't need it. They're industrial pumps. So they went to other towns that are surrounding us who were able to use it as well, because we were not hit as hard as other people were. It's just unbelievable, the devastation. So Bruce and Sue Preston were absolutely amazing. That was a miracle. A miracle that Tiffany Patterson came and helped us with bugs with her Young Living Oils and her team. Miracle. I cooked for my subdivision for a couple of days when it first started on a Saturday and Sunday. Miracles were happening then. Red Cross, miracles. Like, you've got to look at all the stuff. Our township, Nunda Township, they were unbelievable. They were dealing with so many different towns that they take care of, and they still took care of our subdivision as if we were the only people affected. We have, can't drive through signs. I got to have a truck inside my, like right in front of my house where we were automatically filling sandbags. They were dumping sandbags, dumping bags. Like, our house was the hub for sure. And they're all miracles, every bit of it. It's just unbelievable. So think about what's been going on in your life. What's happening in your life where you've got miracles, but you're not even recognizing it. It could be even your car started. It could be, you got the call that you've been waiting for, or you had a friend you haven't talked to in a long time calling. It could be maybe somebody was extra kind to you in the parking lot on your way to the grocery store. Maybe somebody opened a door for you that you were like, oh my God, thank you so much. Those are miracles. Those are people helping people, acknowledging people, and that's amazing. So there's all kinds of miracles. And sometimes not sometimes, I'm guilty too of not paying attention to the miracles. So open your eyes, open your mind, and start looking. Start writing down your 3 miracles that happened in a day. And believe me, you are going to find more miracles happening than you even think. So that's awesome. So pay attention to your miracles. The next card is body care. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Okay, so miracles and body care, right? These cards tell a story and the cards never lie. So there's got to be a lot of us out there who are starting to take care of our bodies or who need to start taking care of your bodies. I am going through a lot of stuff myself that's happening, and it's pretty crazy. So I've started to deal with brain problems again, and now I got to start going through the whole process of getting an MRI, getting stuff done. I got to figure out how to get my eyes scanned in the back of my eyes so that I can get all that handled. And it's scary. So you got to really start to take care of yourself. I am starting to detox my body. Well, I'm not starting. I've been doing it. Detoxing my body under a doctor's care, which I've been able to drop 22 pounds, which has been amazing. I got up pretty high at 226, and today it's like 202. So in these last 2 months, I've been able to drop quite a bit of weight, which is awesome. And my gut is healthier. So there's a lot of things that you want to look at that maybe you are not doing, or you need to do, or you've been doing. So it's either an acknowledgement of good for you for taking care of your body, or this is something where you've got to really start paying attention what it is that you're doing. What are you putting in your body? Are you drinking too much? Are you eating too much bread or sugar, things that are not healthy for you? Is if you deal with diabetes or heart disease, you're dealing with irritable bowel syndrome, are you eating things that are killing your body? Those are the things you want to look at. How to better take care of yourself. Are you exercising? So with my doctor, he gave me a whole regimen that I've got to be doing every day. I didn't start it today, which I was supposed to, but I didn't. But those are the things that you need to start doing. Start taking care of yourself. Start looking at what you're doing for yourself, how you are better taking care of yourself. And those are the things that's happening. So miracles and body care, those two together mean that things are happening. And you want to be open to those miracles, but you have to take care of your body. And in order to enjoy those miracles, you have to be in good health. And good health means a lot of things. So individually, each and every one of you, including myself, what are you doing for you to stay in good body health? It's very important. Very important. Okay. Forgiveness. Okay, you guys, forgiveness. And I know what I need to do. I know that just popped into my head, and so did my husband. So, we have been under tremendous stress. I have loved and liked and helped everybody around me. And we've been going at it a little bit. So, a little bit more than a little bit. But that's something that I need to do. And I have to take note that I need to forgive situations, learn to live a particular way, be a particular way, because you don't want to hold on to anything that is not serving your highest good. If you can't forgive, you're not going to be able to do anything. You can't have miracles if you can't forgive. It doesn't work. So there's things that you have to do. And guess what? If you can't forgive, your body can't heal. Your body literally stores everything, whether it's positivity or negativity. If you don't take care of your body, then it's just going to explode into garbage, right? But you need forgiveness. You have to forgive. Whatever's going on in your life, forgive it. It's not that serious. Take care of you. take care of what's going on with you. You want to let go. Now, and here's the other thing too about forgiveness, because everybody's like, I can hear you chattering in my ear. You're like, but you don't know. Like, I get it, right? So I've had a crazy background. My life went a particular way, but I've forgiven a lot of people in my past. I love them for who they are. I forgive situations and things that have been done. I also forgive myself. Most important. But here's the thing. You don't have to participate with people. You don't have to get back involved. You can forgive and choose what's for your highest good. And sometimes people are not for your highest good. But you want to forgive it. You want to do the things that you know are working for your highest good. And that's it. So you need to forgive. That's one of the biggest things that you need to do is forgive. And I know there's tough situations. Tell me, I mean, I know. I've experienced a lot of things. I have people closest to me who have experienced a lot of things. But if you don't forgive a situation or a person, you're only causing more harm to you. And that's not what you want to do. All right, the next thing, the next card, right, is enchantment. What? Oh my gosh, you guys. So here's the thing with enchantment. Remember when we were kids? Remember when we played, this is a horrible thing to say, but nowadays, because everything has to be politically correct, but cowboys and Indians, right? We played hide and go seek. We pretended like we were unicorns. We pretended like we were Barbie and Ken. We, were pretended like we were magical. Like there's things that we did. We had that magic inside of us all the time when we were kids. And somebody said when we started growing older, you are no longer a kid. You're not magical. You're not this. You're not that. So we stopped being that. But here's the thing. We are magical. Just because we're getting older does not mean the magic has to die. And that is something that you need to start getting out again. Start calling upon your little child that is deep down inside of you who is desperate to play. There are so many adults who are so angry, so spiteful because they're tired, they're exhausted. The world has beaten them up. That's their perspective. But it's not the case. Things are always happening for us. But if you don't remember to tap into the gifts that you've been born with, you just live your life like the world's against you. So start tapping into that little child inside of you who wants to go play. If you want to go to the playground and play on the swing and swing as high as you can, go do it. You want to go to an amusement park and swing on the swings, or not swing on the swings. Well, I guess you could swing on the swings, but what is it? Going on the roller coasters, right? You can do all those things. Just because you're getting older, it doesn't mean that your life only is about waking up, going to work, and paying the bills. Our life is so much more than that. And that's something that I want you all to know and experience, that we don't have to be who we're being. We get to have fun. We get to create magic. When you start to believe in yourself and start to believe in magic again, everything starts to happen. Enchantment and miracles, right? When you start to forgive people, when you start to forgive, you become magical. Things start being different. It's unbelievable how all that works out. When you start to be, with playing with magic, you start to want to take care of yourself, take care of your body. These cards have literally told a story. And that is something which is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, it's like phenomenal how it all works out. I'm forever excited and grateful. So that was an amazing card reading. And there it is. That is your card reading for today, right? All right, so that is good. So now I'm going to put those back because we're going to need those later at the top of the hour. So again, you are listening to JustRitaRealTalk.com, We are with Live Blog Talk Radio. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me at my website at www.justritarealtalk.com. You can always contact me at 815-814-2476 or Just Rita at justritarealtalk.com. I like how that went. Facebook, I'm on justritarealtalk.com. No, Facebook, I'm on Just Rita Real Talk, as well as Rita Doman. So you can always find me there. It is so much to participate this way. I love it. And normally I have guests on the show all the time, but because my neighborhood is still in the situation that it's in, I don't necessarily have a lot of people in the neighborhood. So I try to keep people out until everything's said and done. And right now we smell like a septic sewer right now. So it's kind of gross. I literally have to walk around outside. I put on a mask. Thank goodness that they gave them to us, boxes upon boxes of masks. And, I haven't had to deal with asthma for a very long time, or my allergy, or the allergies. I'm not owning them. But with the mold in the air, it has been crazy. So it's something where, stuff to do. So when you're listening, please, click on the share button. Please share this Facebook Live so that I can reach more people, help more people. I would totally appreciate it. You guys are amazing. All right, so let's start it out, right? So it is 7:34. What is community? What is community? What's community to you? A lot of times we are so busy in what we're doing that we be bothered with community. We're so bogged down with our lives. We're so bogged down with our bills and what we have to do and how things go. Hey, Maxine. It's crazy how it all happens. You know what? Did I write it down? Yes. Let me put that on Facebook. So if you guys want to call in and talk about this, you are more than welcome to. So you can dial in at 347-989-8086. So you can definitely do that to call in. So there you go. So community. So that's what we do. Like, we stay stuck in our own little worlds. We have our little groups of people that maybe we hang out with. If we're around people, we kind of like keep it just to the little group, right? We don't really bring ourselves out into a community. And one of the things that I feel like things are going wrong in our world is because there is no more community. Everybody thinks that they're fighting a fight that they have to fight. They're fighting other people's fight. They are, I guess you could say that they are creating community, but as I perceive it, not in a very good way. Because when you are tearing things down, destroying things, when you're doing stuff like that, it's very difficult to really see what is happening. To me, that's not a very good community. To me, it's like a gang of people just using an excuse to destroy things. And that's the part where it gets frustrating. But, when you look around what's going on with our communities, everybody pretty much stays stuck. Nobody says hello anymore. Nobody goes out of their way for the most part. It's always like a great big thing that has to happen for people to come together as a community to help each other out. It's sad, right? So like when 9/11 came, everybody gathered in New York. And then after a while, it all dwindled down. It's all done with, right? There's people who are still struggling and suffering to this day. But then everybody's dispersed. Everybody's gone back into their own spaces, their own worlds, and the community is not necessarily there anymore. And people feel left out. People feel, alone. And a lot of times, even in our subdivisions, things like that happen. In my subdivision, there has not been community for quite some time. And one of the things that I saw, again, it's another tragedy, right? But people came together. Friendships were made. And I love this in my community because I'm the president of our association. And I swore when I took my position that we will have unity, community, in our subdivision. It didn't matter what it was. I don't care how long it took, but I knew no matter what, I will have it. Hey, Linda. Oh my gosh, your angel card reading will be at the top of the hour. So I'm so excited for you. You should be. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's so much fun. You are my lucky winner. There were 23 people that were, who, liked, shared, made comments, and Linda, your name came out. So I was like, what? So that was pretty excited. I love it. So that is something where, when people come together, that's amazing. And when somebody tells you that, it's never going to happen, but good luck. And I was, for me in my mind, I was like, just watch me. And so little by little this past year, people have been coming together because I've put myself in the community. I have constantly done Facebook Live on our page so that people can see what's going on in the community. A newsletter that I do, I've expanded it so that people can have a calendar and see what's coming up, towards the end of the year or what's going on the whole time. Things like that. And so when our flood started, that was something where my husband and I, we took the reins and we were making sure that people were okay. We were helping sandbag. We were helping people, fill the sand. We were helping people, surround their house with sandbags. My husband took care of, because he's got waders, he was taking, care of the street that was completely underwater, chest high. And of course, I was taking care of the street where everybody's trying to surround, get their house completely surrounded because the way they were sandbagging, it didn't completely go onto the roads where it was in a certain part of the neighborhood. But when you are checking on people, it doesn't matter whether I could have helped them or not in any way. Just having the support, just having somebody care, putting it on Facebook about how we need help. So our neighbors, I call them in the hills, stuff like that. Thank you, Linda. Stuff like that. They literally came down from the hills and they were helping people as much as they could until, especially in River Road where they couldn't get in, or Riverside Drive, they couldn't get in anymore. But then people would help out the people on Russet. And then we have Stickney Run, which is a park, which is on the other side of our bridge when you come into our subdivision. That was filling up because the water had nowhere else to go, which means on Channel Road Lane, the water was coming up to their backyards. So I was managing, visiting them, making sure that they were taken care of. Those are the things. It just has to be like little things. Talking to people, listening to people, getting the resources to them, helping them out, feeding them, especially feeding them as well as all the volunteers, because when you're so busy doing things and getting it stuff done, you're not even realizing what time it is. The kids are getting taken care of. They get to eat. I mean, it was unbelievable, the experience, and it literally has brought together our community. In fact, I actually now have more people to put on the board and take over different positions that I no longer have to do because of community, because of who I showed myself to be and showed them that it's okay to participate in a community, and this is what we need to do. These are the positions that need to be filled. These are the things that we can all do for each other. Isn't that amazing? And so it's something where I was just floored by. Absolutely floored by. And also, I work with a group now. Linda is a part of the group, so I was really surprised when her name came up. I was like, what? This is so exciting. So Linda obviously needs a reading. But it's called the Co-op Advertising Movement. And it's all about community. It's a different way of doing business. Tiffany Patterson was at our meeting a few weeks ago. And it was all about coming together, getting to know one another on a personal level. So it's not even about, like, what can I do for you or you can do for me? It's really getting to know the human being, getting to know the person. What is it that they do? Because when you know them, you can trust them. And then you can refer your friends to them if they need something. You know what's amazing about community? Here's something. My neighbor, Bill Stevens, he's a plumber. He lives in my subdivision, and our water heater went out yesterday. You know, I wanted to get into the shower, and it was ice cold, and I was like, oh my God. So clearly I had places to be, 2 different doctor's appointments without a shower. That was insane. I hate doing that, right? But what was amazing was I'm trying to figure out who can help me so that I didn't have to buy a new water heater, so that somebody who I trusted isn't going to give me, you know, some sort of rigmarole or roundabout, you know, to get money out of me or overpay, right? So I called upon my neighbor who was participating, helping with other people how to get pumps if they needed it, if their pumps burned out and they needed them to keep the water out of their house and out of, you know, their bridge, their barricade, you know, their moat, so to speak. And so I called him last night, and he was over at my house at like 9:15 at night, cleaned out some little doohickey. I don't remember the name of it. But then this morning, you know, it was kind of lukewarm, not quite working. And so I called upon him, and he's here now fixing it. So it's like, oh my God, that's community. That is where you can really start to learn about people, know who they are, trust them. And when you see how they work and how they are, you can share that with other people. It's a phenomenal experience. Oh my gosh, you guys, don't forget to share this Facebook Live so other people can see it and tune in as well. Thank you. So that's something where I was like, I'm learning so much about community, learning so much about how to better get connected with people in such a way. It's a different way of doing business. However, guess what? People years and years ago, they've been doing business like that all the time. But then as expenses get higher, more people are involved, then the community goes down, and it's always about the bottom dollar, you know, the bottom line, what that bottom dollar is going to be. And so then you forget about the relationships. You forget about the people. Hey, Mark, I'm so glad that you're here. And that's where now that things are shifting and changing, we can start creating that. So we have another event that's coming in Long Grove, Illinois on August 25th, and it's all about communities. So I'm telling you, if you guys are around in my area, there's other areas too, Naperville, I think it's Tinley Park, and then there's also one in Northwest Indiana. There's different co-advertising movement chapters, I guess you want to call it, where they're teaching people how to be a community even in your own business, so that you are actually working together instead of it just being one person getting it and nothing else. You know, another thing with community, with my subdivision, you know, I've got an insurance company that they insure my subdivision, but they're like nickeling and diming me, of course, because this is my first year. So all these weird scenarios are happening. And so they're charging us a ton of money. So with a lady, her name is Amanda Schulte, I called upon her because she does insurance. And her quote with everything that I need was $1,000 cheaper. Can you imagine $1,000? So I'm going to bring this to the board. We're going to fire our current insurance company and start with a new one as soon as in 2 weeks. That's community, because I got to know who she was. I got to see her in action. And because of who she is and how she conducts herself, I trusted her with my community. And so now she is given back to me. Like, I can't even imagine what the insurance is compared to what we're paying for. That's unbelievable to me. So when you can start to give of yourself, open yourself up, not be afraid to communicate with other people. A lot of times, we are brought up in a way that people are there to take advantage of us. Be careful. Don't talk to so-and-so or do this or do that because they're only looking for themselves. They're this, they're that, whatever. We've heard it all, right? But that's not necessarily the case. It could be that person who's doing all the talking, their experience in one way or another, how they perceive something. But it could be something really different going on. It doesn't matter what the situation. Sometimes a lot of people want to get something for nothing. And so if they can't get it for nothing, then they're like, well, they're a crook. They're this, they're that. So I think a lot of people started to just take care of themselves only in fear that they will be taken advantage of. And a lot of people may have been taken advantage of. I know there's been a few times where I have. But when you start to change your perspective and you start to change how you are with other people, then everything's going to shift and change. If anybody has anything to add, please give me a call at 347-989-8086 and add to it. So we've got 10 more minutes on this segment, but it's something that's so very important. There's different avenues out there where you can grow yourself in such a big way. And when you can start to grow, everything is going to shift and change for you 100%. I promise you. It has for me, that's for sure. The more I get involved, the more I learn, the more I experience, the more everything is happening. Miracles are happening for me right now. It's unbelievable. I'm getting connected with people who are for my highest good instead of who are not. Because I only allow people in my space who are for my highest good. And if I can tell right out of the gate, if I don't, jive with them, or if my red flags pop up when I'm meeting somebody, I don't participate until I can see what's going on with that other person. And usually 9 times out of 10, usually I'm right on my senses of staying away from certain people. But the thing is, you get to work that muscle and start to learn how all that works. I mean, honestly, look at your own self. Look at things that have happened in your life. Look at what it is that you're doing. Why is it there's a big portion of people who are very successful and another big portion of people who are not? Those people who are not are the ones who are trying to do it all by themselves. You can't be successful by yourself. You actually need a group community. You need a group. So when you can open yourself up, open your mind, open your eyes, open to new ideas, things are going to shift and change for you. That's what I've been doing. I have been working diligently on opening myself up in such a way that people are responding. People are helping me more. People are like, oh my God, I see something in you. I want you to participate with me. That's phenomenal. I always tell people, I wish I could see the movie that you guys are watching. I'd like to see in the movie how it is that I am with people that they're like, oh my God, I want more of you. Isn't that awesome to even have that? But we can all have it together. That's the part that's amazing. That's the part where the magic comes in, right? So when you start to be magical and letting things happen, don't be afraid to make a fool out of yourself. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. If you make a mistake or you say something wrong, own it and learn from it and allow people to, teach you something, because everybody has gifts. Thank you, Linda. You are awesome. Everybody has gifts. Everybody has something to teach. The problem is, some of those people have such an ego, or they're so afraid to make a mistake. They're afraid to let their guard down. So they don't allow things or people into their lives so that they can grow. If you can allow that to happen in your life, everything will shift and change for you. You are going to be magical. You are going to have people in your life where you're like, oh my God, how did this happen? Linda, for me, is one of them. Mark is one of them. Tiffany is one of them. Maxine. There are people in my life that I'm like, you've got to be kidding. I got to do an art meditation intuitive thing last Saturday, which I totally appreciated. And what I learned out of that through my own emotions that came up was phenomenal. And we're going to be talking about that experience on August, I think it's August 24th. Her name is Bonnie Ricci. She is amazing, and she will be on the show, and she's going to talk about this modality that she has created so that you can open up your creativity. You can open yourself up. You can be vulnerable, and it's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. I love it when people open themselves up to me. I love it when people are vulnerable to me because I am open and vulnerable to everyone. I will literally cut myself and bleed out so that there's nothing hidden and you can see whatever it is that you need to see. That's the thing. That's why I think people connect with me, because if I can be real, oh my gosh, my nose, you can be real. I give you that space. Hey, Janelle. Janelle is another one that I've met. I met her through Ladies Lunch and Leads, as well as she is a part of the cooperatising movement. We're together in a core group that puts on these events at Long Grove. It's the northwest suburbs with the cooperatising movement. It is phenomenal, the people that you meet, because you're meeting like-minded people. You're meeting people who want to help just as much as you want to help. And when you are putting that together and creating community out of that, you can create community out of everything wherever you're at. You can create community in your neighborhood. You can create community at where you work. You can create community down the street. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at. You can always create the community. Can you imagine creating community at your work? Can you imagine where there is no, people trying to put another person down so that they can get ahead? People are not backstabbing and trying to make you look bad so that, they can do better. Wouldn't it be something if people owned their own gifts and let their own gifts shine without putting down another and saying horrible things and spreading the rumors and all of that? It doesn't have to be a rat race. Working in a corporate world could be an amazing thing, a great way to bring in income. However, a lot of people want to get out of it because they call it a rat race for a reason. And it's something where you definitely want to start something new, do something different. But it takes the one person who's brave enough to actually do it. And you are all listening. I'm literally preaching to the choir, because if you are listening to this show, which don't forget to share, thank you so much. You are already that person. You are already doing it. And all it does is take one step at a time. When I became the president of my association, I was terrified. I'm like, what do I know? I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about being a president. When I was on the board, I started out being the website and Facebook person. I didn't know how to do a Facebook. Or not, I do how to do Facebook. I didn't know how to create a website, but I was able to figure it out and do it. But I created my own website. And I had to take each step at a time to create that. And then when I started to do the treasury work, because we lost our treasurer, I had no idea. And I just recently got a treasurer from our flood, and talking to people and putting myself out there and saying, look, I need help. I can't do this by myself. I don't want to do it by myself. I need other people to participate. And people are coming to me and saying, I'm going to participate. And I was like, what? I'm telling you, miracles happen all the time. That was a huge miracle because nobody wanted to step up and be the treasurer for a year. I've been doing the treasurer work for a long time. I do not like it. It's terrible. I have to keep track of money in the checkbook, and I can never make that stupid thing balance. I'm telling you, I'm like ridiculous. And it's also responsibility for our money because we're trying to create the possibility of having dredging done. We have to build stabilization on our shores. That's a lot of responsibility, plus doing the president and doing the Facebook and the website. But now people are coming in because I am saying, here it is. I can't do it all. I don't want to do it all. I need your gifts. I need your gifts, and I need your gifts. And people are like, oh my God, I got gifts. and I can help you get this filled, and I can help you do this. I can get a millennial who'll do the newsletter, who might even do the website and the Facebook. And I'm like, what? That's a great idea. I didn't think of that. So those are things, what community brings us together. If there's a problem, we're like problem solvers, right? When you have community, there are no problems. You have just got obstacles to get over or get through and go around. However you learn that in your life, that's amazing. So that's something where I am forever excited about. It is unbelievable. So that's the part where I absolutely love it. And community is so important. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So get in touch with me. I've got two ladies here, Janelle Zafer and Linda Zanzari. Those two ladies are both with the cooperativizing movement. You can connect with them. You can connect with me. There's 4 different places. All you have to do is ask. Just say ask, and we will definitely help you. Thank you, Linda. It's amazing how it all works. When I got introduced to it first, I was like, I can't do that stuff. Like, who am I? You know what I mean? But Janelle's husband, Majid, was like, Rita, you got this. And I was like, okay. And I did. So it's something that is just absolutely amazing. You get to learn how to be bigger than yourself. And when you're bigger than yourself, you are community everywhere you go. When you go to a restaurant, talk to somebody. When you go to the grocery store, talk to somebody. When you're, I don't know, waiting in line at a porta potty, talk to somebody. It doesn't matter where you're at. All you have to do is start talking to people, start getting people involved. Once you start doing that, the universe says, oh, you like that? I'm going to give you more. And that's the stuff where it's absolutely amazing. So we are at the top of the hour. You are listening to JustRitaRealTalk.com with Live Blog Talk Radio. And I am so excited to be here. We are now going into Linda's reading. So Linda, would you be cool enough to call so that you are actually on here? I don't know how it's going to work, but if you can call in and I can be connected to you, and then we will do the reading if you're good with that. And so that number is 347, let me write it out, 347-989-8086. I hope you do it. Let me get over here for a second. Cool, juicy. Yes. So these are things that I do now. So these readings are absolutely amazing. And so they tell a tale for sure. And so with that being said, this is something that I'm offering for people. So I can do angel card readings with you on Skype. You can call me. You can do angel coaching with angel cards, coaching with the cards. Coaching with the cards is amazing. Coaching with the cards, when you've got stuff going on, I tune into what you are doing. I tune into your angels, and we can go through a whole coaching period, which is absolutely amazing with the cards. And so it's phenomenal. A lot of times with coaching with the cards, I'm actually talking back and forth. I start with the cards first without communicating, and then we talk about what's going on and all that kind of stuff. And so you get to look at different perspectives. So you get those two modalities with that. The other thing is with just an angel card reading, that's different. So that's something where there's not a lot of communication other than, does that make sense? And that kind of thing. So that way you can participate that way, and you can have an angel card reading. I'm in the northwest suburbs of Illinois, surrounding suburbs of Chicago. I also do angel parties, and I've got some angel parties coming up, one in October in Lake Forest, and I've got 2 coming up in September. September 7th is a Thursday, so I won't be doing the show that night, and then on Sunday the 10th. So those things that are pretty exciting. Let's see. I'm listening to your recording. That's okay. All you have to do is turn down the volume and then just call in. You should be fine. You can call in with your phone or your computer. That's okay, because I'm going to give you a clip, Linda. You'll get this, and then you'll be on Blog Talk Radio forever, and you'll be on this forever Facebook Live, so you can tune into what's going on there. So just go ahead and give me a call. This will be the first phone call that I'll take with this Blog Talk Radio, so we'll see how I answer it and if I do a good job. So that's the stuff that's amazing, you guys, doing these kinds of things, and it really is something else. Let's see here. Oh, I think you're calling, right? Wait, what are we doing? How do I do this? Linda, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can, and so
Yes,
can
I can.
so can Facebook Live. Oh my gosh, I just got my first phone call. Thank you so much. And what's exciting is I did it right.
Yay!
All you have to do is turn into the microphone, and then you're good to go. So, because I always have the two windows open, the Blog Talk Radio Live, or Live Blog Talk Radio. I don't know why I can't say it straight. And then I've got the Facebook Live going on so that I can always see what's happening. So how it's going to go is this. In a second, I'll ask you to say your name. I'll get quiet for a few minutes, and then, or for, well, just a few seconds. And then I'm going to dole out the cards. I will also take pictures of the cards when the show ends, and I will give them to you because I work with the Ascended Masters as well. I also work with the crystals, the crystal cards. So that lets you know what crystals to get and what crystals should be around you while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through, or to be powerful and that sort of thing. All right? So are you ready? All right.
I am ready.
Hopefully I have enough space, because here's the other thing that's exciting, because I use my intuition. I listen to the angels, and they always have me put cards somewhere else. So it's never in the same order. So it's going to be exciting. All right. So here we go. Okay. All right. So go ahead and say your name.
Linda Sanzeri. I'm not hearing you for some reason. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I was calling in your angels.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. Okay, so I can feel the power. All right, so here we go. So now I am shuffling my angel cards. Whatever cards pop out, those cards are going to be for you. The cards never lie. Never. So here we go. It's going to be exciting. Very excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I was wondering who was going to get it. Oh, there you go.
I just happened to log on and I saw you and I thought, Linda S.
Because my Facebook, it wouldn't let me tag you. So I tagged you a different way. It wouldn't let me do it with your name. Sometimes it does, and then sometimes it doesn't.
There could be 1,000 Linda S's, so I didn't want to assume.
Right? Oh my gosh. You got, okay, right. Here we go. All right. Now I'm working with the Ascended Master cards. So I'm shuffling them. Oh, there you go. Okay. So there's those. And now I'm getting out my crystal cards. So the crystal cards are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love these cards. I love them all, actually.
I wear crystals around my wrist.
That is awesome. Crystals are very powerful. And when you mix them with oils, they're even more powerful.
And I put my frankincense on this morning.
Oh my God, that's awesome. So excited for you. I'm telling you, I'm just like, ah. And I wanted to give people a taste of what these readings are, so that way they can experience it for themselves. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are starting with the Ascended Master, the first card. So Mahatma energy. Your affirmation is to invoke the Mahatma energy to flow, that flows through you. In the golden era of Atlantis, many great souls place their, and do you have something to write with? Like take notes too. Or it's fine because you've got the Facebook Live as well. It's fine. Never mind. Okay, so in the golden era of Atlantis, many great souls place some of their energy, as well as the Christ Buddha light and that of the 12 rays, into a sacred pool to create high frequency group consciousness. People could draw from the sacred pool to enhance themselves and their projects. This golden white Mahatma energy is once more available, and you are invited to draw it through your chakra system and to the earth. This will raise your frequency and help the planet, for you will leave golden white footsteps wherever you go. Send it to others to accelerate their ascension. So you are already connected. So what they're asking you to do is to dig deep, bring your light, bring your energy through Mother Earth, and leave those footprints wherever you're at. Whatever you're doing, it's absolutely amazing. And you are literally helping other people, especially with what you do for work. That's amazing. That's a great card. The next card is your...
That is amazing.
Yes. So your angel card, Blessings, is upside down. So, which means you are not fully receiving your blessings. Like, you don't necessarily always think that they're for you. Like, you are somebody who does a lot of great things, but you don't take credit for them. You don't take in that blessing. You don't take in people saying thank you, or it's hard for you to receive. And if you don't receive, you can't take in your blessings. You're constantly pushing your blessings out, and you're not realizing that you're doing that. So when somebody is paying you a compliment, when somebody is saying great things about you, you need to learn to receive it, be grateful for it, thank for it, and then you're going to start to receive your blessings. There more of them are going to come. You are welcome. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Your next card is Emerging. So things are shifting and changing for you. You are starting to emerge into this person who is full of light and love and laughter. Laughter's in my head. Full of light and love and laughter. You're somebody who everybody loves to be around. You have done so much work. You have created so much energy that it's literally, you're emerging out into this abundance. So people are going to be more attracted to your light. They're going to be wanting more of you. And the people who are attracted to it are the people who are just like you. So you're emerging. It's almost like a beautiful butterfly coming out of their cocoon, and they're just growing. You're like glowing in such a way. People want to see that butterfly. They want to be a part of that butterfly. It's because all the stuff that you've been doing and learning and growing, that's what's happening for you right now. Does that make sense?
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yes, because everything that you're saying has pretty much all been going on over the last year.
Okay.
I've been helping a lot of people, and good things have been happening because of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's amazing. So there is a crystal card that's like in the mix of these different cards. It's in the midst of emerging. There's 3 more that have not been revealed yet, but it's going to make sense. So angel adamantium, and the blue obsidian, that's the crystal, blue obsidian. It's revelation. So what it's telling you is you've got lots of stuff. You are like realizing all this stuff. Everything is coming to you, and it's going to come stronger and stronger. So you want to have that blue obsidian crystal. And I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to put it on your, I'm going to message it to you so that you can see which crystal I'm talking about. So that way, those crystals that you're wearing, it's going to be more powerful. You're going to keep that energy all around you. That's going to help you even more with the emerging. It's going to help you with music. So your next angel card is music. You want to listen to music that makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel young. It makes you feel calm and peaceful in a way. Like, you got this. There's nothing else going on other than what's happening with you. Hey, Judy. So those are the things that you want to start doing and listening to music that's going to set you apart from everything else that you're doing. Music is a distraction from all the crap or all the problems that you might be dealing with. Everybody's got stuff, but the music is going to make you more uplifted, and the rest of it is going to feel small. And when you wear this crystal, the blue obsidian, that is going to take you higher and higher. And the music that you choose is going to make it even more powerful, your experience. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love this so far.
Oh my God, that's
Great.
awesome. So the next card that is underneath your crystal, the blue obsidian, is self-acceptance. Who you are is absolutely amazing. You have got to start realizing that you are of value, lots of value, and you don't always take that in. Again, that has everything to do like with the blessings, because your blessing card is upside down. If you don't accept every ounce about you, that you are perfect just the way you are, you keep everything again at bay. So when you're wearing that blue obsidian, it doesn't matter if you're having a bad hair day, bad makeup day, maybe you got a run in your hose, maybe you broke a heel in your shoe, you got the wrong bag, or sometimes you got the wrong pair of shoes on, like one goes to one pair and the other goes to another. Like sometimes that happens with people. Stuff like that.
2 left socks.
2 left socks, exactly. So stuff like that, you have to accept all of it. Everything that is happening is not happening to you. It literally is happening for you. And so that is something where you have to start accepting every single thing about you, the good, the bad, the ugly. And there is no bad and ugly. It's all good. It's our perception. It is what somebody has dictated to us, what the good, the bad, the ugly is. But there's only good. God, whoever is your God, right? It doesn't matter if you got source. It doesn't matter what religion, whatever your higher power is, he has only made perfection. So you have to start to accept who you are fully and that perception. Okay?
Thank you. Yes.
Oh my God, you're totally welcome. The next card is new love. So new love, you know, with some people, it will be like a new love is coming into your life, like a new person. And new love can also be a rekindling of a relationship, or you're starting a whole new romance if you're already in a relationship. But also new love.
Can it be a grandson?
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. It's a new love.
I just had a grandson.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. And that too is under your blue obsidian card. So that,
Thank you.
that love is very, very powerful. And it will be even more powerful. You've got such a bond to this new love that nothing can break it. So that's something that is absolutely amazing. So yeah, you got that right on the head.
Yeah.
The next card is Ascended Master Marco. Master Marco represents the highest galactic confederation of the solar system, the capital of which is on Saturn. He liaises with Commander Ashtar of the intergalactic fleet to bring us the wisdom and the knowledge held by stellar cultures. He also assists Hilarion of the fifth ray of technology, science, and knowledge to enable people to expand their higher mental abilities and develop spiritual technology for the future. Your guidance is to open your mind to communications and connections from other star systems and universes, and ask Marco to assist and protect you. So your affirmation with it is, I am open to wisdom from the stars. So I already know, because I know a little bit about you, which this card, I'm telling you, the cards never lie, right? This card is telling you that you need to use all the tools that you have, which I already know that you're doing, since you're putting a magazine together for the co-opvertising movement for the Northwest suburbs. You are using those technologies for great things, but also you're going to use those technologies on a spiritual level as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh my God. I'm so excited for you. You know, and it's amazing.
I am too.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's amazing how this reading is going, but because it's taken me all around in different avenues, which is awesome. And these cards are literally telling a story, which is absolutely phenomenal. So that's awesome. I'm excited for you. The next one is focus.
I am too.
Yeah, you are welcome. Keep your focus. Hey, Barbara, keep your focus. Everything that you're doing, you've got a lot of different things going on. And when you've got a lot of different things going on, you also have a lot of distractions that come up. So you could be pulling from one direction to the next direction to the next direction. You want to stay focused. Whatever you're working at hand, schedule out your day in a way that you're focusing on one thing at a time. You don't want to be going in different directions, because then you're not able to get what you want to get done. So stay focused on one task at a time. Even though you've got ideas and inspirations, you've got people contacting you, calling you with ideas and inspirations, just write them down. Excuse yourself politely and keep doing what you're doing so you can get it focused. All right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. You got a lot of masters who wanted to participate with you today, so that is really cool. Archangel Metatron's retreat. He is like the hierarchy of the archangels, Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron's retreat is above the Temple of Luxor, Egypt, where he holds the ascension energy for the world. He maintains this energy by bringing forward spiritual discipline. He suggests that you commit to a spiritual practice if you do not already have one. Luxor is the spiritual throat chakra of Earth. As it ascends, people will communicate higher wisdom and link telepathically with all the life forms. You are asked to send love and wisdom to all sentient beings. This card invites you to visit Metatron's retreat, so in your sleep, to accelerate your spiritual growth. Your affirmation for this is, I am visiting Metatron's retreat in my sleep tonight. When you get inspirations or you get tasks to do while you sleep, all you have to do before you actually fall asleep, you lay down, you calm yourself down, take in a few deep breaths, and then you start to call upon, like for instance, Archangel Metatron. You can call upon your higher self. There's things that you can do while you're sleeping, and then you will automatically be in work mode when you wake up. You'll already know what to do. Even though you weren't awake for it, it's still happening. And if you start to realize things are shifting and changing, like I didn't even do anything, what's happening? That's because they're all working behind the scenes with you, and you kind of are working behind the scenes yourself. Because while you sleep and you rest, you're then spiritually working behind the scenes so that you can get the job done what you are doing.
So there's even a bigger community.
There's even a bigger community. Absolutely. You betcha. It's amazing.
That's so awesome.
It's amazing. All right. So this next card is in. I was talking about that in the first reading at the beginning of the show. So enchantment is all about being magical. It's all about that inner child, all about being playful. Don't take everything so serious. You're in a position where you get to do certain things and have fun with it. You get to have a childlike feel about yourself. You get to be playful in your job. You get to do things that are outside of the box that people normally would not do. But when you do it, it's different. It's like people respond to it. People feel like it's a breath of fresh air. It's like they're drinking you up. And when you're being playful, when you are being magical, they get to be playful and magical. It's almost like, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like being touched. And then you're touching all of these people, letting them know it is okay to be playful. It's okay to do things differently. It's okay to let your hair down and have fun and laugh and giggle and play and do things a little outside of the box, a little outside of the norm. Because there really isn't a norm. Somebody set the stage, but it doesn't have to be your truth. You could do anything you want. There's no right or wrong. It's what people deemed it, and who is the authority of you? You. So you get to be magical. Be magical in everything that you do. Don't take it seriously, and then you're going to allow other people to be magical and live their lives a particular way, and people are going to be successful all around you, including yourself.
Thank you. That is so awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Great.
El Mora. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. El Mora is a Chohan of the first ray of action. He is helping us with the changes ahead and our opportunities for ascension. He is a member of the White Brotherhood and originates from Mercury. El Mora will soon become the Manu, the perfected man on whom the new root ace of humanity, with its 12 strands of connected and active DNA, will be based. In drawing this card, you are asked to lead by example, employing the self-discipline, strength, and integrity of the Ascended Masters. You are reminded to use your power for highest good. So your affirmation for this is, I stand in my power. It's exactly what I was talking about. It's like there's a power about you. There's a glow about you. There is this magical sense all the way around you. And when you stand in that power, you are bigger than you can even imagine. You are attracting people who are so like-minded to you that you are creating miracles all around you. It's like a tornado all around you, wisping around, and people are getting all the things that they needed. Because you are standing in your power. You are unwavering. You know that who you are is absolutely amazing. So when you start to really realize that, your blessings are going to be coming faster and faster and faster. You just have to be able to accept and receive who you truly are. And that to me is unbelievable. I think it's awesome. All right. And then, your crystal for that, for the focus, enchantment, Elmora, and Archangel Metatron's retreat is divine perfection. It's Archangel Melchizedek, and you need the selenite. So that is going to help you be in your divine perfection. What you're going to be doing with these 4 cards, you're going to be able to take that on a whole other level. You are on this earth for a specific reason. We all are. We all have our purpose. But when you have your selenite with you, you are going to shine even brighter. You're going to be able to move mountains you had no idea you were capable of moving. And that is all within what you're doing with these 4 cards, with Enchantment, Focus, Elmora, and Archangel Metatron, his retreat area, when you start learning how to ascend higher and higher and higher. Your Archangel cards, your Ascended Master cards are all about ascending higher. Like, you're already at a high level. Now it's time for you to step it up and level up, so to speak.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, you're welcome. So your next card is called Intention. You got a lot of cards today. So whatever you put intention on, that is what you bring about. So if you've got something that's not working very well in your life, you're putting too much intention on what you don't want. So you want to shift and change that thought process, and you want to start focusing on what you do want. When you focus on what you do want, then again, the miracles are happening. When you start receiving the blessings, it's all working out for you. So your intention has to be always for your highest good. You may not understand how it's going to come about, but when you put the intention of the end result, then it's all going to magically come into play. Everything's going to start happening, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is like magic. And it really is like magic, but it's because of the power that you put towards your intention of what it is that you really want. That's where you need to be. That's what you need to focus upon. And that's where it's all going to start happening for you. Now your last Archangel, Ascended Master, is the Sphinx. The Sphinx energy has always been on Earth and watches over us. The High Priest, Rhea, brought it from Atlantis and placed it within the statue of the Sphinx in Egypt. You received a charge of God force when you think about it, so relax and accept it now. The Sphinx contains the 5th dimensional records for Earth and the information within the crystal skull. You are invited to visit the tunnel from the Sphinx to the hollow Earth, a portal of wisdom linked to the ascended aspect of Mars. From here, you can radiate peace, oneness throughout the universe. Your affirmation is, I connect to God force within the Sphinx. So when you think about it, when you connect, when you go to bed at night, you can think about that, and you're going to connect to that energy, that God force energy. And when you wake up, you're going to be able to use that God force energy all the time. Things are going to be happening for you. This reading has been absolutely amazing. I've got one more card, but so far, like, everything is always working out for your highest good. You just have to be able to let all those blessings in, turn that card right side up, and everything is going to be coming to you fast. You're not even going to believe how quickly things are going to start happening when you start receiving your blessings, because all of this here is all here for you right now. You're experiencing a lot of it, but if you can just open yourself and just keep receiving, and just keep saying thank you and I will take another, you will have more and more things happening for you. So make sure that you start to really open yourself up and receiving everything. It really is phenomenal. Your last crystal is, the Ascended Master Kuthumi. It's called Moss Agate, Sacred Ecosystem. You're all about the energy, the earth energy. It's amazing. So with the Moss Agate, you are going to take on this energy, this earth energy that comes deep, within. It is all around us. You get to tap into all of it when you have these crystals with you, when you are able to focus in and really use all the energy that you have available to you. You already are at a very high power, and you are going to ascend higher and higher and higher. You're already open and you're receiving, but you've just got to start receiving your blessings so that everything just all falls into place, and everything that you do, everything that you touch turns into gold. Everything, sometimes it may not feel like it, but it really is. Everything always works out for your highest good, no matter what. It's all in our perception. It's all about how society tells us how we're supposed to think, how we're supposed to perceive it, how we're supposed to go with it. And when you can let go of what society dictates, everything else that's going on in your life is going to work out beautifully. You are going to be doing things, magical things that you didn't even know that you were capable of. And that's the part where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And that is your reading.
I feel like thank you so much. I mean, honestly, everything that you're saying has been happening. I mean, I've been working so hard for my clients, and you know, I go out to and a lot of them are, believe it or not, I've had a lot of sick people lately, and I've been trying to, you know, help them out. But of course, I'm there to sell their house. But beyond that, they're human beings that need help, right?
Yes, yes.
So when, you know, and they're in a position where they need to get things done. So, you know, I have a background in interior design, so I always use that talent to help people stage their homes, and it just gets done, and they're so happy, and I'm just always happy to be a part of it and happy to share with them what I know about good health too. So, you know, it just all works together. But thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
I really enjoyed listening to your reading. It was great.
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh, Linda, you are so welcome. And with that, that's, you know, that's something that you're already doing. So you step outside of the box. You do things that are magical. You're a problem solver for your people, especially when they're sick. So you're just not selling homes.
Yeah.
You're literally selling an experience. You're selling a lifestyle. You're selling health. When somebody can let go of something that is more of a burden than anything else because they're sick and they're going through hard times, you are literally freeing them of a burden where their body then now can heal. They're no longer stressed in a way where they don't know how they're going to make the mortgage or pay it, or how they're going to take care of the yard or take care of the house. Because when people get sick, everything goes to the side. It's not important. That even with, you know, the house cleaning, it's not important when you really don't feel good, the yard, any of it. And so when you can take that from somebody and you can help their house look beautiful so that people can see the possibility of how the house could be, then it's easier to sell. And then the people who are sick, who are older, then they feel relief. And it's almost like taking a bag that's off of somebody's head where they're suffocating because they have no resources. And when somebody like you who comes in, who's not taking advantage of them, who's literally helping them to change their life and release the burdens, it's as if somebody's literally taking the plastic bag off their head for the first time in a long time, and they can take in a deep breath and start to breathe, start to realize that life doesn't have to be that difficult, and you can trust people. And that's who you are for people.
Yeah.
That's why you have all of these cards, especially from the Ascended Masters, and these crystals. This is something where you are definitely making life so much better for so many people. And the more people you help, the more you help yourself. But as you help these people, you have to receive the gratefulness, the gratitude, the thank yous, the doting, you know, all of it, because you participated with them. You did it. You helped them. And sometimes I don't think you accept that. You're like, well, no, I didn't do that much. I just did this. I just did that. You know, it really was blah, blah, blah. But when you start to accept all the wonderful things that you actually do, even though you might think they're small, they're monumental to other people. And when you can take that in, everything else becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and you are going to be helping so many other people. That's the important thing to think about, because you don't operate from an ego standpoint. You literally operate out of an angel standpoint. You are an angel walking among us, and you are literally helping people out of situations they have no idea how to get out of themselves.
Well, I hope so. I mean, that's always my goal, right?
I know, right? And so, and
right.
and you're like, well, I hope so. So what else could you say instead of I hope so?
Well, no, I mean, I know that this is what I'm doing, but, you know, and when they thank me, of course, I'm very grateful,
Sure.
you know, that we've got everything done and that they're happy and that they're able to move on with their lives. I mean, you know, it can be really, really sad, though. I mean, I just met a gal 2 days ago, and I'm already listing her house and was there today staging it, and she's got stage 4 colon cancer, and she's literally packing everything up and moving back to Japan so that her mom and dad can take care of her. And
Yeah.